Listen, where there's a will, there's a way. So whatever that you think about yourself, whatever that you imagine about yourself, that becomes your reality. Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth and on my channel I provoke your confidence to be sparked, and I encourage you to step into the most ambitious, audacious and most successful version of yourself. If it's your first time on my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and become part of the RN fam. And if you're returning to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in today. As you can see by the title of this video, which is episode 1 of the Bursting the Bubble series, which is a video to encourage you to confidently step out of your bubble. As we covered in the previous video, which was the introduction to this series, it was just to explain what it means to be in a bubble. If I can attempt to break down what it means to be in a bubble, it is basically to limit yourself, to live in your own world that only makes sense to you, what's familiar to you, to be afraid of what's foreign to you, to be afraid of trying new things, to be afraid of expanding and spreading your wings, to discover a new world, to dare yourself, to challenge yourself, to go above and beyond what's normal to you. That literally terrifies you, and you are comfortable in your comfort zone, and you aspire to nothing beyond that. So that's how I define living in a bubble. So with this series, I intend to encourage you to consider more than your comfort zone, more than what's familiar to you, and to give yourself a chance to discover something new in life, So we're gonna be bursting your bubble today. So here are 5 tips to help you confidently step out of your bubble. Tip number 1 is recognize that there is a bubble. You gotta actually realize that, damn, I am living in a bubble. I've been locked up in my shell. Recognizing your bubble means naming and pointing out these things that have become so familiar to you, so comfortable to you, that they've wrapped you up into a bubble. Maybe it's a mindset you have, experiences you've come across, traumas that have happened to you, fears that you have. There are so many things, so many factors that contribute to us being in a bubble. So you gotta actually realize, and no matter how dear it is to you, no matter how comfortable the space is to you, it still has the potential to hold you down. It still has the potential to keep you behind, to limit you, and to stop you from achieving what you truly desire in life, or what you were created to achieve in life. Whether this thing that has wrapped you up into this bubble has successfully done so, knowingly or unknowingly, you have to point it out. You have to admit that this friendship is a bubble to me. You have to admit that this relationship with these people is a bubble that I am in. It traps me in one place and doesn't give me hope for more. It doesn't provoke me to aspire to more. It doesn't stir in me a desire to want more, to run for more, to expand myself and to dream bigger. So that's our first point today on gaining the confidence to step out of your bubble. Tip number 2 is desire to burst the bubble. Listen, where there's a will, there's a way. Whatever you desire, whatever you truly want to do, you can achieve it, as long as you truly want to do it. Because in this life, nobody can force you to do anything. No one can really truly force you, unless if it's some case of abuse or I don't know. But wherever you don't desire to do something, there's no way you can achieve it. So until you understand why you gotta get out of this box, this bubble that's been wrapping you up and trapping you and limiting you from going as far as you should go. So until you understand that, until you understand the danger of being wrapped up in a bubble, you will forever remain trapped in there. So you have to desire, you have to want it for yourself. You have to want success for yourself. You have to be ambitious, become more hungry for more, become more hungry to see your dreams come true, hungry to work hard and to achieve what you truly need to achieve. So unless you do that, you will remain trapped in your bubble. Tip number 3 is you gotta envision yourself outside of the bubble. There's a verse that I really like in the Bible, that's in the Bible that says, as a man thinks, so is he. So whatever that you think about yourself, whatever that you envision about yourself, whatever that you imagine about yourself, that becomes your reality. Our brains are very powerful. Our minds are extremely beyond what we can imagine powerful. So it's very important that you feed your mind positive information, that you feed your mind healthy thoughts for yourself, about yourself, be above and beyond anything else. So because you create your reality in your head, if you are constantly afraid, if you're constantly living in fear, you will literally physically feel even the fear, because in your mind, that's what's there, that's what's dominating. Fear is what's reigning in your head. But if you know for a fact that I am fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God, I have nothing to fear, the Lord fights for me. I am a Christian, as I've said before, so I will always advocate for that. So if you know the truth of God, if you know that no weapons formed against you can prosper, if you know that the Lord is for you and not against you, if you know that the Lord fights for you and that you have nothing to worry about in life, fear has nothing on you. You do not bow down to fear. And although the situation is still the same as in a fearful person's life, it's still the same situation in your life, but you are just not fearful about the situation. So your reaction to the situation becomes your reality. The knowledge and understanding that God is for you and He's fighting for you brings you peace, and peace becomes your reality because of what you know of God. But instead, if all you know is fear, if all you know is negativity, that as well becomes your reality, and you become a fearful person filled with fears and anxiety and depression, and constantly living in darkness. Literally, you're killing yourself. So that becomes your reality as well. People always ask me, why am I always so smiling, always joyful, as if I don't have problems? Some people even assume I don't have any problems at all. But if only they knew the amount of problems I have. I have quite a lot of challenges in my life too, but it's just my attitude towards them. I know that this too shall pass. I know that this is a season I am in, and instead of focusing on the problem, I focus on the lessons I can learn from the problem, so to never repeat them again, or to prevent them and avoid them in the future. So my attitude towards my problem changes and becomes positive, because I know that this season will pass, and I focus more on the lessons that the problems bring than the depression and the anxieties and the fears and the sadness that the problems bring, So yes. And tip number 4 is work. We all know actions speak louder than words. So if you truly want to confidently step out of your bubble and become much more than you are or have ever been in your life, you have to work on it. You have to constantly, you have to commit yourself. You have to give all that you've got to achieve this. Make this a goal for yourself, and actually set practical, technical, realistic steps that you can take, or habits that you must change, or thinking patterns that you must change, the circles you used to hang around, the people you used to hang around, the jokes you used to make that you maybe have to give up, the language you used to use to speak, the negative language you would have about yourself. Certain things, there are many practical things that you have to do to develop yourself and to get yourself out of that mindset, out of the bubble, to get yourself out of the box. Okay, so you gotta work for this. You gotta work. There's nothing that comes free, nothing that comes cheap. Everything comes at a price. Everything costs. If you want better for yourself, you gotta do better for yourself. If you gotta wake up early, you gotta plan your life. You're not just living anyway, anyhow, anymore. No, but you are living on purpose, for a purpose, and with intentionality, and that is work. And the final tip of the day, tip number 5, is eliminate the people pleasing factor. So by default, most of us live life to impress others because we all want to be acknowledged, we all want to be loved and to be accepted and to belong, you know. But at a certain extent, that can also become a bubble, that can become a whole comfortable space where you get where you constantly get applauded, you constantly get complimented, over applauded, over complimented, you know. All of that can become you can become so comfortable in that space, and you make your life now about impressing people. You start doing things just to get applauded, you start doing things just to get accepted, just to belong, just to be respected, just to be. You do things just for people to applaud you. That is extremely dangerous for you, and it can limit you from doing things, because the moment you will do what you were probably supposed to do, the moment you do what's probably attached to your destiny, what you were actually sent down here on earth for, all those people that used to applaud you, they will all turn on you. All those people that used to cheer on you, they will all turn on you, and that will terrify you. That will literally crumble you, because you are so used to being accepted. You've based your identity on acceptance. You've made your life based on people applauding you, and so all your life, all your actions, everything you do has become for people to applaud you. It's very great and nice to have people applauding you and to have people celebrating you every day, you know. But at the same time, the reality is not everyone will like you, not everyone will agree with you, not everyone will be happy for you, not everyone will celebrate your wins, not everyone will mourn with you when you lose in life, not everyone has your back, basically. That's the reality of life. Just think about, and it's not to demonize people, because just think about yourself. Do you 100% like everyone? Do you 100% agree with everyone? No, there are some people you also don't agree with. There are also some people that you don't share the same values. So in the same way, there are also people that will not always agree with you, and that's okay. That's really, really okay. You can live happy, comfortable, out of your bubble with people not being okay with you. But guess what? Those people don't define you. They do not dictate your life. They do not have that much power over you, you know. So you gotta train yourself to get over the people-pleasing syndrome for you to confidently step out of your bubble. Okay guys, that was a mouthful. I really enjoyed making this video. If you learned something from it, please do leave a comment down below and let me know what you got out of this video. And yeah, this was episode 1 of the Bursting the Bubble series. Stay tuned for the next video, which will come out tomorrow, because I am trying to upload 4 videos per week. I really want to push my channel to work hard and get this thing rolling, you know. So please pray for your girl to stay consistent. So 4 videos per week. Tomorrow I'll upload episode 2 of the series. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, please do give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, share it with a friend, and of course subscribe to join the RF fam. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.